Dear students, in our previous session, we almost solved the questions related trigonometric function of the multiple angle, submultiple angle and compound angle, allied angles transformation formulae. Of miscellaneous exercise we solved. In that we have some more questions related the trigonometric function of submultiple angle that we will solve now, and after that we will move into an important concept, that is trigonometric equation. How to solve trigonometric equation, what is meant by trigonometric equation, that we will see. Okay, how to find the solution of it, that also we are going to see today. The question is the miscellaneous example solved question, very important. So I am doing that. See, prove that cos square x plus pi by 3 plus cos square x minus pi by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, see, I'll write the question. Prove that cos square x plus cos square x plus pi by 3 plus cos square x minus pi by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. Is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, once see the question what they given. Cos square x plus pi by 3 plus cos square x minus pi by 3. Okay, that is the left hand side. By considering the left hand side, we have to obtain the right hand side. Right? So you can observe here the each term of the left hand side, which is in the form cos square theta. Cos square theta. Or we know a formula that cos square with one angle x or a or theta. You can write cos square a in terms of cos like this 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2. Cos square a is equal to 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2. Similarly, we know sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos 2a divided by 2. Isn't it? So two formulas we have. So very important formula that. Okay. So in that I'll use here cos square a is equal to 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2. Okay. Means here the all angles, okay, in each case I'll consider as a only. Okay, then I'll apply the formula. Okay, see. Now the left hand side of the given equation I considered. Okay. So we need to prove this is equal to 3 by 2. So this is our right hand side. We have to obtain the right hand side. Right? So cos square x, what we can write? Cos square a is nothing but 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2. So cos square x is nothing but 1 plus cos 2x divided by 2. Similarly, here also cos square a is equal to 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2. Here a you considered as x plus pi by 3. So we'll get here 1 plus cos 2 into a, that is x plus pi by 3 divided by 2. Similarly, for the third term also I am applying the formula. So cos 2a is nothing but here x minus pi by 3 whole divided by 2. Okay, so the result, that is 3 by 2, we have to obtain right hand side. Now see, I substituted the formula in each term of the given equation. Now we can observe here in each term 2 is common denominator, so I can take 2 is common in the denominator, means half is common. So then what it remains, see, in the first term, that is 1 plus cos 2x. In the second term, 1 plus cos 2 times this angle, that is nothing but 2x plus 2 pi by 3. 2x plus 2 pi by 3. Similarly here, 1 plus cos 2 times this angle, that is nothing but 2x minus 2 pi by 3. Okay. Now, see, inside the square bracket we have the numerical values 1, 1, 1, 3 times which is added. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but 3, I can write. Similarly, cos 2x I will keep as it is, but we have here cos 2x plus 2 pi by 3 plus cos 2x minus 2 pi by 3. Here you can remember one formula, that cos x plus y plus cos x minus y. Cos x plus y plus cos x minus y. Okay, this is equal to, you know, c plus c is equal to 2cc. Okay, in this case we get 2 cos x into cos y. 2 cos x into cos y. So that same formula will apply here. So what we get here, see, x you consider as 2x and y you consider as 2 pi by 3. So here x plus y, x minus y. Okay, both you have in terms of cos. So cos x plus y plus cos x minus y is equal to 2 cos x into cos y. So we can write here this is equal to 2 cos 2x into cos y. Y is nothing but 2 pi by 3. Okay, now half into 3 plus cos 2x plus 2 into cos 2x. We can find the value of cos 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. See how we can write cos 2 pi by 3. In 2 pi by 3, you can observe the numerical value of numerator is 1 less than the numerical value of denominator. Means here, if you have n, this is n plus 1. If you have 2, this is 3. So to split this one, we can write this one as cos pi minus pi by 3. I said here, when you have the numerical value is 1 less than, numerical value of numerator is 1 less than numerical value of denominator, then you can subtract pi. Okay, and separating like this. If you have here like this 3 pi by 2, then you have to add. Okay, like this you get here pi by pi you have to add. But in this case 2 pi by 3, so here pi minus pi by 3. If you take the LCM, you get same, right? Okay. Now this is nothing but what? Trigonometric function of allied angle that you've seen, 180 minus theta. See, 90 into n plus or minus theta takes the value same. Okay, trigonometric function of 90 into n plus or minus theta takes the value same if n is even. If n is even. You can observe here cos 90 into 2, that is 180 minus theta. Okay, so you have here n is even, so the name same. So we'll get what here? Cos theta, cos pi by 3. And the sign of the trigonometric function depends on the quadrants. So here it lies in second quadrant. As you know, ASTC rule, all students take copy in second quadrant. Sine and cosecant only positive, so cos is negative, so this is minus cos pi by 3. Minus cos pi by 3, that is nothing but minus, keep as it is, minus cos pi by 3 is what? Cos 60 degree, that is equal to half. Okay, so we can say cos pi minus pi by 3 or cos 2 pi by 3 value is nothing but minus half. So directly I will substitute in place of cos 2 pi by 3 as minus half. Then here 2 and this 2 get cancels. And then remains C, half into 3 plus cos 2x and plus into minus cos 2x. Okay, so here cos 2x get cancels. So 1 by 2 into 3, that is nothing but 3 by 2. So which is our right hand side? Is it clear? So how to solve this question? By using the formula cos square A is equal to, or cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x divided by 2. Okay. So I hope you understood this question. We'll see the next question related the submultiple angle. Okay. See. Okay, here they will ask to find sin x by 2, cos x by 2, tan x by 2. Okay, see, They'll ask to find sine of half angle. Okay, trigonometric function of half angle. This is tan x by 2 of each of following. Each of following. Each of following. Okay, so here the question is they given in the first case tan x is equal to 3 by 4. Tan x is equal to 3 by 4 and they given pi less than x less than 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2. Okay, fine. Okay, find sin x by 2, cos x by 2, tan x by 2. Whenever tan x is equal to 3 by 4 and x lies in between pi to 3 pi by 2. Pi is nothing but what? 180 degree. 3 pi by 2, 270 degree. Means you can observe here this lies in or x lies in third quadrant. Okay, and we want the angle x by 2, so divide here each term by 2, then we will get pi by 2 less than x by 2 less than 3 pi by 4. So in this case x by 2 you can observe which is lies in between pi by 2 and 3 pi by 4. Pi by 2 means 90 degree, 3 pi by 4 means 135 degree. You can solve like this, 3 into 180 divided by 4. 45 is 45 into 3 is 135 degree. Okay, so 90 to 135 degree means here we can say x by 2 lies in second quadrant. Okay, x by 2 lies in second quadrant. See now tan x is equal to 3 by 4 which lies in x lies in third quadrant. Okay, now by using this we need to find other trigonometric function with the half angle. Okay, so that we can use one method. Here we know 1 plus tan square theta or secant square x is equal to 1 plus tan square x. Okay, by substituting tan value here, tan x is nothing but 3 by 4, tan square x is nothing but 9 by 16 we will get, and take the LCM, we will get what? 16 into 16, 1, 16, 16 plus 9, 25 divided by 16. So this is what? Secant square x. Okay, so by using secant square x, we can write cos square x, because cos square x is the reciprocal of secant square x. So cos square x is what? We'll get 16 by 25. So that what is cos x? Here remember x lies in third quadrant. In third quadrant only tan and cot are positive, cos is negative. So cos x will get minus square root of this, that is equal to 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Okay, this we can find by using the quadrant also. Okay, see, you can use the quadrants. Here x lies in third quadrant means you can consider like this. Here this is x, the central angle is x, this is opposite side, adjacent side, hypotenuse side. Tan is nothing but opposite by adjacent, so 3 by 4 here. So you know the next here value by using Pythagorean triplet, 3, 4, 5 you will get. Hypotenuse side length is 5. So directly you can say cos x is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse side, so 4 by 5. Directly also we can say, and also we have to write the sign by using the quadrants. So cos x is equal to minus 4 by 5. Okay, anyway you can solve that. So this step is not important. Finding the value of cos x is here important. Okay, now next what we'll do, here I'll use the previous formula. As I said, we know cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x by 2, isn't it? Okay, now if you cross multiply, what we'll get? 1 plus cos 2x is nothing but 2 cos square x, or we'll get the formula. This already I told one formula, cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. This already I told, right? Cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. Similarly, cos 2x is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square x. Two formulas we have, very important. Okay, so here I'll use this formula, cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1, and here if you replace 2x as x, then x becomes x by 2. Means we can say by using this formula, above formula, cos x is nothing but 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1. 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1, isn't it? So I can replace here cos x as 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1. This is equal to minus 4 by 5. Now bring this minus 1 to that side. Okay, means we need to find here cos x by 2 value. So I am solving this. Cos square x by 2 is nothing but 1 minus 4 by 5. Take the LCM. Okay, take the LCM. 5 into 1, 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 by 5. Isn't it? So 2 cos square x by 2 is nothing but 1 by 5. 2 cos square x by 2 is nothing but 1 by 5. So by this we can say cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 by cross multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 by 10 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Cos x by 2, again see x by 2 lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant cos is negative, only sine and cosecant is positive. So cos x by 2 is nothing but minus, because in the second quadrant cos x by 2 is negative, minus 1 by root 10 you will get. Cos x by 2. Cos x by 2 is minus 1 by root 10, isn't it? Okay. Similarly, next we need to find sin x by 2. After that we will find tan x by 2. Okay. So how to find sin x by 2? Say again, we know the result that the trigonometric identity cos square x plus sin square x or sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So by this we can say sin square for any angle, okay, with the same for both cos and sin, you can write the same formula. Sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2 also equal to 1. And by this we can say sin square x by 2. Sin square x by 2 is nothing but 1 minus cos square x by 2. Or sin x by 2 is nothing but square root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. So this is very important formula. Sin x by 2 is equal to square root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. By this we can write sin x is equal to root of 1 minus cos square x. Okay, like this. Here also we can say by using this one, sin x by 2 is equal to root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. Okay, see, sin x by 2 is equal to root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. Substitute here the value. Okay, 1 minus cos square x by 2, directly you know 1 by 10. Okay, so take the LCM inside the square root. So 10 minus 1, 9. 9 by 10. So this is what sin x by 2. Or we can write this one as root 9 is 3. 3 by denominator is root 10. And x by 2 lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant sin is positive. So sin x by 2 is directly we can say 3 by root 10 plus 3 by root 10. And now we will find next tan x by 2 value. Okay, see. What is tan? Tan is the ratio of sine and cos. So tan x by 2 can be written as sine x by 2 divided by cos x by 2. So sin x by 2 is nothing but 3 by root 10. Cos x by 2 is nothing but minus 1 by root 10. So root 10 get cancels. 3 by minus 1. 3 by minus 1 is nothing but minus 3. So you got tan x by 2 is equal to minus 3. Tan x by 2 is equal to minus 3. Okay, so like this we can find the value of sin x by 2, cos x by 2, tan x by 2. Okay, here for finding cos x we can use quadrants also, or we can use by using the trigonometric identity also. Okay, now we'll see in this the next question. Okay, so what is the next question we have? See the given tan x is equal to minus 4 by 3. Tan x is equal to minus 4 by 3. X lies in second quadrant. Okay. X lies in second quadrant. So x lies in second quadrant means we can write in the inequality that x is in between 90 degree to 180 degree, pi by 2 to pi. So by dividing 2 on both sides, we'll get x by 4 less than x by 2 less than pi by 2. Means we can say x by 2 is in between 45 degree to 90 degree. Means we can say x by 2 lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. Okay, x by 2 lies in first quadrant. Okay, now. Okay, here one important formula I written here. What? Two formulas. What? First formula cos x is equal to 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1, and second formula is what? Sin x is equal to root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. Okay, require that. Now see. Sorry, here cos sin x by 2 is equal to root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. Okay, now see, you know here x lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant tan is negative. Okay, now we'll use the identity secant square x is equal to 1 plus tan square x. Substitute the value 1 plus tan square x is nothing but 16 by 9. Squaring this. Okay, now take the LCM. 9 plus 16, 25 by 9 you will get this is secant square x. So secant square x is equal to 25 by 9 means what is cos square x? Cos square x is the reciprocal of secant square x. So we can say 9 by 25. 9 by 25. Now substitute the value cos square x as 2 cos square x minus 1. 2 cos square x minus 1. Sorry, 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1. This is equal to 9 by 25. Okay. Now bring this minus 1 to this side. You get what? 2 cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 minus 9 by 25. 1 minus or 1 plus? 1 plus, because minus 1 goes to this side, it becomes plus 1, and 9 by 25 are already positive you have. Now see, here what we'll get? Okay, this is equal to, take the LCM, 25 plus 9. Okay, isn't it here? Okay, see here, cos square x. Here. Okay, 9 by 25. Cos x is equal to, okay, x lies in second quadrant, so cos x is negative. Take the square root of this, we will get to 3 by 5. 3 by 5 cos x. Now cos x, we can substitute the value. Cos x is nothing but 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1. This is equal to minus 3 by 5. So 2 cos square, solving now. Okay, 2 cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 goes to this side, minus 1 goes to this side, we'll get to plus 1. 1 minus 3 by 5. Take the LCM. 5 minus 3, 2. 2 by 3, 2 by 5. 2 by 5. 2 cos square x by 2 is equal to 2 by 5. Isn't it? So we can cancel this 2 and 2 because this 2 is multiplied with a function. So we can cancel the coefficients of those. Okay. Now, what you got? Cos square x by 2. Cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 by 5. So by this we can say cos x by 2. Before writing, see the sign. Okay, here cos x by 2. X by 2 lies in first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. So this is also positive. So square root of 1 by 5, that is 1 by root 5 will get cos x by 2. Now, next we need to find sin x by 2. So sin x by 2 is nothing but, use the formula, square root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. So square root of 1 minus cos square x by 2 is nothing but 1 by 5. Substitute that 1 by 5 here, we'll get what? Take the LCM, find 1 5 minus 1 4. 4 by 5 is nothing but sine x by 2. So sine x by 2 is nothing but square root of 4 by 5. But square root of 4 is nothing but 2 by square root of 5, right, as it is. And sine x by 2 is positive. Why? Because x by 2 lies in first quadrant. So sine x by 2 is nothing but 2 by root 5. Now we can find tan x by 2 by using the values of sine x by 2 and cos x by 2. That is nothing but 2 by root 5 divided by 1 by root 5. Root 5 get cancels, we get 2. Isn't it? So like this. Okay. Now, same type questions we'll going to solve the next also. See. Here they given cos x is equal to minus 1 by 3. Cos x is equal to minus 1 by 3. And x lies in third quadrant. Okay. See. X lies in third quadrant means we can say x is in between 180 degree to 270 degree. Okay, 270 degree, 3 pi by 2. We know 270 degree. How we can convert this into radian? 270 into pi by 180, isn't it? 0 0 get cancels. 9 2s are 9 3s are. So 3 pi by 2 is nothing but 270 degree. Remember that. Okay. Now, so here x lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. So x by 2 lies in which quadrant? See, x by 2 lies in between 90 degree to 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 means 135 degree. Here x by 2 lies in between pi by 2 to 135 degree. Means 90 degree to 135 degree. So we can say x by 2 lies in second quadrant. Okay. Okay, now see. Now cos x is equal to 1 by minus 1 by 3. So directly they given here. They didn't give on tan x here. Directly they given cos x, right? So here very easy. Directly we can use the formula. Cos x is equal to 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1. And this is equal to minus 1 by 3. Now see. Bring this minus 1 to right hand side, we'll get 2 cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3. Take the LCM, 3 into 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 by 3. So 2 cos square x by 2, 2 cos square x by 2 is equal to 2 by 3. So this 2 get cancelled, this 2. We get here cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 by 3. So what is cos x by 2? Cos x by 2 is equal to, take the square root of this and see x by 2 lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant cos is negative. So cos x by 2 is negative here, minus 1 by root 3. Okay. So this is cos x by 2. Now next we need to find sin x by 2. So sin x by 2 is nothing but square root of 1 minus cos square x by 2. Substitute the value 1 minus cos square x by 2 is nothing but 1 by 3. So take the LCM, get 2 by 3. Sin x by 2 is nothing but root 2 by 3. And in second quadrant you know sin is positive, so sin x by 2 is positive. Or else you can write this one as root 2 by root 3. Root 2 by root 3. Now next we need to find tan x by 2. Tan x by 2 is nothing but the ratio of sin x by 2 to cos x by 2. Sin x by 2 is nothing but root 2 by root 3. Cos x by 2 is nothing but minus 1 by root 3. The denominators root 3 get cancels, get root 2 by minus 1, and which is same as minus root 2. So we got tan x by 2 is equal to minus root 2. Okay, so hope you understood this type question. We'll see now the last concept of trigonometric function. What is the last concept? That is trigonometric equation. Okay, see, now we are going to study about trigonometric equation. Till here you studied about only trigonometric function. Function means it has domain, it has codomain, range, graph also you seen, and the values we found, right? Okay, according to its angle we found the values of trigonometric function. Now we are going to study the next concept, the last concept, that is trigonometric equation. You are already familiar with the word equation. You studied in your high school classes, right? Equation means it is in the sense it contains variable, constant, equality sign, right? So that is nothing but equation. But what is meant by trigonometric equation? Trigonometric equation means an equation which containing trigonometric function as its variable. An equation which contains trigonometric function as its variable. Okay, then we can say that equation is a trigonometric equation. Okay, means trigonometric function is the variable here in the equation. Understand? Trigonometric function is a variable. Such equation is called as trigonometric equation. And solution of trigonometric equation is nothing but what? The values which satisfy that equation gives the solution. In all the cases, you know, solution means what? Solution of an equation means it is a value of a variable which satisfy the equation is called solution. In this case also, solution means it is a value of variable which satisfy the trigonometric equation. See, here we know what sin x and sin x, cos x and tan x. Okay, these are trigonometric function, and these trigonometric functions are periodic function with the period 2 pi and pi. Tan x is a trigonometric function with the period pi, and these two are trigonometric function with the period 2 pi. Means the value of this trigonometric function which gets repeat after the interval of this. What is the interval here? After 2 pi, after reaching 2 pi. 2 pi means one complete revolution. We can observe. If you consider the graph of sine function, okay, how it is defined. See, okay, this is a graph. Okay, minus pi by 2, minus pi. Okay, like this. Here, if you consider this as 1 with the same length, this is minus 1. Okay. How the graph comes, see. Okay, 3 pi by 2 minus 1, 2 pi 0, and then again continuous. Here also continuous after next. Okay, see, continuous after that. Okay, like this. So this is a graph of sine function. We can observe here in sine function, the value of sine function after the interval 0 to 2 pi, it gets repeats. Means 2 pi is the period of sine function. Okay, 2 pi is the period of sine function from 0 to, okay, 0 to 2 pi. The values what will get, that is nothing but we say here, they are, or the solution what will get, they are called as the principal solution. Okay, means here if you find the value of x from 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, after this period it get repeats, we can get generally many solutions. That is called as general solution of sin x. But principal solution means, principal solution of trigonometric function means it is the solution, or which is the value of x in between 0 to 2 pi. Okay, the values of x in between 0 to 2 pi of the given trigonometric function is called as principal solution. Okay, principal solution of the given trigonometric function. And if you get infinitely many solutions, you can now observe here, because we know sine theta can be written as sine 2n pi plus theta, 2n pi plus theta. Okay, here you can substitute any integral value for n, then it's same as, this is same as sine theta only. Okay, so the equation holds. Means we can say there are infinitely many solutions we'll get for a trigonometric function. But the solution which is obtained in one period, that is from 0 to 2 pi, is called as principal solution. Okay, and all the other, including the principal solution, all the solution which is obtained is called as general solution. Okay, in general solution we are using n. N stands for, it is a integer. Okay, that we'll see. Okay, now I'll consider one example for this. Okay, see, the given sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay, see, sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Find the principal solution. Okay, so for example, say if you consider sin x is equal to 0. Sin x is equal to 0. When sin takes the value 0? When if you consider 0 and pi, here 2 pi is not included. Okay, in between 0 to 2 pi we will get only two solutions, and those two solutions is called as principal solution. Right? So principal solution of sin x is equal to 0 is x is equal to 0 and x is equal to pi. 0 and pi are the principal solution of sin x is equal to 0. Okay, not three solutions will get, only two principal solutions we are getting. Okay, here x is not equal to 2 pi, which is in between 0 to 2 pi, including 0, excluding 2 pi. Okay, now same here also, sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. See, first you have to see when sin takes the value root 3 by 2. In the first quadrant, you know, okay, see, sin takes the value positive in first and second quadrant, you know. Okay, so in first and second quadrant, we'll get the roots, how we'll get C here, because this is plus we have. Okay, sin x is plus root 3 by 2, so obviously the solution must be in first and second quadrant, right? So here, we know if x is equal to 60 degree, means pi by 3, then clearly sin pi by 3 or sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay, this we know. We know that sin pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. So this is one of the principal solution. Sin pi by 3, where it comes, this is sin pi by 2, 90 degree. So like this is pi by 3. Okay, near to 90 will get. Okay, this is one solution. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಎರಡು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಪೈ ಬೈ 3 ಆಯಿತು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸಿ sin pi minus pi by 3. Sin pi minus pi by 3 means what? Sin 180 degree minus theta, allied angle. Sin 180 degree means minus theta means we will get the same sin theta only, sin pi by 3 only. But we know sin pi minus pi by 3 is nothing but what? Sin, take the LCM, what will get? 2 pi by 3. Okay, so sin 2 pi by 3 is same as sin pi by 3, which is equal to also root 3 by 2. So we can say sin 2 pi by 3 also root 3 by 2. Okay, so sin pi is equal to root 3 by 2, sin 2 pi by 3 also root 3 by 2. Okay, so these two are there, pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3 are the principal solution of, we can say, sin x is equal to root 3 by 2 here. See here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 pi by 3 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ 2 pi by 3? 2 into 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 360 ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, 62 120. ನೋಡಿ 120 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಇದು 90 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 30 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 120 ಬರ್ತದೆ. 90ಇಂದ 30 ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 60 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ 60 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 90 here this is 90 and 120. 60 and 120 degree are the solutions here. Means we can say pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3 are the principal solution of sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay. See, like this I'll consider another question. Okay. Nodi, same way I'll consider 1 by 2. Sin x is equal to 1 by 2. What is the principal solution of sin x is equal to 1 by 2? We know in the first quadrant and second quadrant sin takes the value positive. Obviously here x lies in between, lies in first and second quadrant. Okay. So here sin x is equal to 1 by 2 means we can take x is equal to 30 degree. Sin 30 degree is equal to half. So we know sin 30 degree, that is sin pi by 6 is equal to half. This is one of the solution. One of the solution is pi by 6, the general solution. Okay, sorry, not. One of the principal solution is pi by 6. Another pi by, another principal solution what we'll get, see here. Sin, again use same, sin pi minus pi by 6. Sin pi minus pi by 6 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ sin pi by 6 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Sin pi by 6. But sin pi minus pi by 6 means what? 5 pi by 6. Okay. So sin pi by 6 is nothing but half. So sin 5 pi by 6 also is equal to sin pi by 6. So this is equal to half, we can say. Half, we can say. Okay. So these two, that is pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6 are the solution, that is principal solution of sin x is equal to half. What is the value of 5 pi by 6? You can find by using the conversion factor 180 by pi. 180 get cancels. Sorry. Here you have 6. Okay. Conversion factor. We can find by using conversion factor 5 pi by 6 into 180 by pi. Pi get cancels. 6 30s are. Okay. So 150. ನೋಡಿ 150 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ here you can observe 1 is here 30 ಅಂದರೆ 90 minus 60. 90 minus 60 ಅಂದರೆ 30 ಆಯಿತು. 90 plus 60 ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? 150 ಆಯಿತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. This is, what is the value here? The value is half here. This also half. Okay. So ಎರಡು ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು. ಸಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹಾಫ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹಾಫ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ಟೇಕನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, ಸೊ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಐದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ both, it must be in first quadrant. So cos x is equal to here positive, so here x must be lies in first quadrant. In first quadrant cos is positive, in fourth quadrant cos is positive, so x must be lies in first and fourth. Okay, so yeah, sin x is equal to half. X is equal to, we can say, in first quadrant, that is pi by 3, 60 degree. Cos 60 degree is equal to half. Cos 60 degree is equal to half. Okay. So this is one of the principal solution. Another principal solution how to find, see, cos. Here it comes in fourth quadrant, so we can consider here cos 2 pi minus pi by 3. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಪೈ ಮೈನಸ್ ಪೈ ಬೈ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಸೊ 2 pi minus pi by 3 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತಿದ್ದು? ಸೊ ಇನ್ನು ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ here we know cos 90 into n minus theta or plus theta is same when the n value is even. Here n is even because 90 4s are 360. So the trigonometry function will get same name, cos only will get, and sine in fourth quadrant 2 pi minus pi by 3 comes in fourth quadrant, so clearly it is positive. Okay, so cos 2 pi minus pi by 3 andre enu, what is the value? See, take the LCM, 6 pi minus pi, 5 pi by 3. Okay, so this is also equal to half. Okay, clear here? Cos takes the value half when x is equal to pi by 3 and x is equal to 5 pi by 3. So we can say the principal solution of cos x is equal to half are pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. Pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3 are the principal solution of cos x is equal to half. So similarly we will see the next question here. Okay, so what is the next question here? Okay, see, the principal solution of tan x is equal to minus half. Tan x is equal to minus half. What is the principal solution? Okay. Okay, cos x is equal to minus half. Here cos value is negative, means cos takes the value negative in second and fourth quadrant, you know, sorry, in and third quadrant, second and third quadrant. Okay, so here x must be lies in second and third quadrant. Okay, so here you know cos x is equal to half when it cos takes the value half, that is pi by 3, 6 degree alwa. So here same we can write this one as minus cos pi by 3 minus half ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ cos pi by 3, cos 60 degree. Okay, so cos x is equal to cos minus cos pi by 3 you got. Okay, but minus cos pi by 3 we can write as, okay, see in second quadrant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು minus cos pi by 3 ಅಲ್ವಾ. minus cos pi by 3 ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು, cos pi minus pi by 3, cos pi minus pi by 3, 180 degree minus theta ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ cos theta, cos pi by 3 only, cos pi by 3. But here in second quadrant cos is negative, so we'll get minus cos pi by 3. So minus cos pi by 3 we can write as cos pi minus pi by 3, because here this is in second quadrant. Second quadrant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ pi minus pi by 3 ಬರೀರಿ. cos pi minus pi by 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ this is minus cos pi by 3 by using allied angle. 180 minus theta ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ cos ಇದ್ರೆ cos ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ cos is negative in second quadrant, so minus cos pi by 3 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ minus cos pi by 3 ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು, cos pi minus pi by 3 second quadrant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ. Okay, so now take the LCM here, cos 3 pi minus pi, 2 pi by 3. Okay, so we can say here cos 2 pi by 3 is equal to minus half. This is one of the principal solution. X is equal to 2 pi by 3 is one of the principal solution. Another principal solution we'll get in third quadrant. Third quadrant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, because here cos x is negative, so another x lies in third quadrant. So how to find C? Here cos x is equal to minus half ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ನೀವು ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus cos pi by 3. Okay, minus cos pi by 3. So here if you consider in third quadrant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು that is the odd number ಅಲ್ವಾ. Okay, cos 180 plus pi by 3 180 plus pi by 3 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ cos pi by 3 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ the sign is negative in third quadrant, pi plus pi by 3. Okay, so this is nothing but cos pi plus pi by 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು, this is nothing but 4 pi by 3. Okay, cos 4 pi by 3 is equal to minus cos pi by 3 and its value is nothing but we can say minus half. So the principal solution of cos x is equal to minus half are 2 pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. Okay, ಈ ಥರ. Okay, now next question ನೋಡ. Tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Okay, tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Tan takes the value negative in which quadrant? Tan is negative in the second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, second quadrant and fourth quadrant. The x value must be in second and fourth will get. See here. First you write here minus separately 1 by root 3. Tan takes the value 1 by root 3 means positive. In first quadrant we'll get so tan 30 degree, that is pi by 6 is nothing but 1 by root 3. So minus tan pi by 6 we can write. This in second quadrant when you are writing, you have to write tan pi minus pi by 6. Pi minus pi by 6, because you know tan pi minus pi by 6 is equal to minus tan pi by 6. Minus tan pi by 6. So clearly these two are equal. Now this is nothing but tan 6 pi minus pi, 5 pi by 6. Okay, so we can say therefore tan 5 pi by 6 is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Minus 1 by root 3. So 5 pi by 6 is one of the principal solution here. Next principal solution what we'll get to see in fourth quadrant. So again same, tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. This is equal to minus tan pi by 6 we have to write. Okay, in fourth quadrant we can write this one as tan 2 pi minus pi by 6. 2 pi minus pi by 6 we know here in fourth quadrant this is nothing but 360 degree or 90 into 4 minus theta. This is nothing but minus tan theta. So minus tan pi by 6 can be written as tan 360 degree, that is 2 pi minus pi by 6. Okay, now this is nothing but tan, take the LCM, 2 pi into 6, that is 12 pi minus pi, this is 11 pi by 6. So therefore we can say tan 11 pi by 6 also equal to minus 1 by root 3. So therefore 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6 are the principal solution of tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Minus 1 by root 3. Okay. Now similarly the next case, if you consider here minus root 3. Minus root 3 if you consider, then also we'll get the principal solution the second and fourth quadrant, because in second and fourth quadrant tan is negative. Okay, see here also same you have to write minus root 3. Root 3 we can say in first quadrant tan 60 degree, that is tan pi by 3 is equal to root 3. So minus root 3 is nothing but minus tan pi by 3. In second quadrant we can write this one as tan pi minus pi by 3. Okay, this is equal to tan 2 pi by 3. Okay, so therefore tan 2 pi by 3 is equal to minus root 3. This is one of the principal solution, that is x is equal to 2 pi by 3 is one of the principal solution of tan x is equal to minus root 3. Another solution how we can find, see, tan x is equal to minus root 3. This is nothing but tan minus tan pi by 3. In fourth quadrant, this can be written as tan 2 pi minus pi by 3. Okay, so tan 2 pi minus pi by 3 means take the LCM, 11 pi by 3 will get 11 pi by 3. So therefore we can say tan 11 pi by 3 is equal to minus root 3. Minus root 3. Therefore the principal solution of tan x is equal to minus root 3 are 2 pi by 3 and 11 pi by 3. Okay, ಈ ಥರ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫೈನಿಟ್ಲಿ ಮೆನಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್. Okay, so that we'll see in the next class.